The Winter of Discontent, exploring the UK's most turbulent season. Presentation overview. Causes of the Winter of Discontent. The Winter of Discontent was caused by a combination of economic and political factors, including inflation, high unemployment, government policies, and poor labor relations. Strikes and protests. The Winter of Discontent was characterized by a series of strikes and protests by workers in various industries, including transportation, healthcare, and sanitation. Public perception. Public opinion of the Winter of Discontent was divided, with some supporting workers' demands and others criticizing their methods and the disruption caused by the strikes. Impact on British politics and society. The Winter of Discontent had a significant impact on British politics and society, leading to changes in government policies and labor laws, as well as a shift in public attitudes towards unions and workers' rights. The causes of the Winter of Discontent. High inflation. High inflation was one of the key causes of the Winter of Discontent, with prices of basic necessities such as food and fuel skyrocketing and causing financial distress for many. Declining wages. Wages in the United Kingdom were declining during the period leading up to the Winter of Discontent, with many workers struggling to make ends meet due to stagnant pay and rising living costs. Government policies. Government policies that were perceived as unfair to workers, such as public sector pay caps and cuts to social services, contributed to the unrest and strikes that characterized the Winter of Discontent. Government policies, wage controls. Wage controls were one of the government policies implemented at the time. They were intended to control inflation, but were seen as unfair and negatively impacted workers. Austerity measures. Austerity measures were another government policy implemented at the time. They were intended to reduce government spending, but were seen as unfair and negatively impacted workers. The events of the Winter of Discontent. Key events. The Winter of Discontent was marked by a series of high-profile strikes, including the Grunwick strike, the Ford Motor strike, and the British Steel strike. These strikes had a significant impact on the UK economy and led to widespread unrest. Public perception. The Winter of Discontent was a period of intense public debate and media scrutiny. While some sympathized with the striking workers, others criticized the unions for causing widespread disruption and economic damage. The consequences of the Winter of Discontent. Impact on general election of 1979. The Winter of Discontent had a significant impact on the general election of 1979, leading to the defeat of the Labour Party and the election of Margaret Thatcher as Prime Minister. Effects on government policies. The Winter of Discontent resulted in significant changes to government policies, including the introduction of anti-union legislation and the adoption of monetarist economic policies. Labor relations. The Winter of Discontent had a lasting impact on labor relations in the UK, leading to changes in the way unions and management interacted and the way disputes were resolved. General election of 1979, election of Margaret Thatcher. The general election of 1979 resulted in the election of Margaret Thatcher and the Conservative Party, marking a significant shift in British politics and the beginning of a new era of conservatism in the UK. Impact on British politics. The events of the Winter of Discontent transformed the political landscape of the United Kingdom, leading to significant policy changes and reforms that are still in effect today. Conclusion. Historical context. The Winter of Discontent was a period of widespread strikes and social unrest in the United Kingdom during the late 1970s. It was caused by a combination of factors, including high inflation, low wages, and a crisis in the energy sector. Consequences for politics. The Winter of Discontent had far-reaching consequences for British politics, leading to the rise of the Conservative Party and the Thatcher government, which implemented policies aimed at reducing the power of unions and deregulating the economy. Impact on society and economy. The Winter of Discontent had a profound impact on British society and the economy, leading to widespread changes in the way people lived and worked, and transforming the country's economic landscape. Thank you.